Hello dear readers, welcome to Nagaland GK channel. In this video, we will discuss on important MCQ questions and answer with explanation on the topic of national emergency, financial emergency and constitutional emergency. And the question will be very important for competitive exam. And make sure that if you are new in this channel, please subscribe the channel and press the notification icon to get the latest update on this channel. And question number 1 is, who declared a financial emergency in India? And the correct answer is option number B, President of India. Here in explanation, under Article 360 of the Indian Constitution, President can impose a financial emergency if he is satisfied that a situation has arisen due to which financial stability or credit of India or any part of it is in danger, and the proclamation must be approved by the House of the Parliament within 2 months of its issue. Question number 2. Under which part of the Indian Constitution has emergency provision? And here the correct answer is option number B, that is part Here in explanation, the emergency provision are contained in part 18 of the Constitution of India from Article 352 to 360, and this provision enable the central government to meet any abnormal situation effectively. Question number 3. Under which article of the Indian Constitution has provision for a financial emergency? And here the correct answer is option number B, that is Article 360. Here in explanation, Article 360 empowers the President to proclaim a financial emergency if he is satisfied that a situation has arisen due to which the financial stability or credit of India or any part of its territory is threatened. Question number 4. In which year national emergency was first declared in India? And here the correct answer is option number D, that is in the year 1962. Here, the first proclamation of national emergency was issued in October 1962 on account of Chinese aggression in the NEFA and was enforced until January 1968. And the second proclamation of national emergency was made in December 1971 in the wake of the attack by Pakistan. Even when the emergency was in operation, the third proclamation of national emergency was made in June 1975, but the second and the third proclamations were revoked in March 1977. And question number 5. Which of the following statements is correct in relation to the financial emergency? And the correct answer is option number D, that is all of the above. During the financial emergency, reduction of salaries and allowance of all or any class of provision person serving in the state. And B, reservation of all money bills or the other financial bills for the consideration of the President after they are passed by the legislature of the state. Extension of the executive authority of the Union over the financial matters of the state. Question number 6. Under which circumstances can a financial emergency be declared? And the correct answer is option number A, that is in case of threat to India's financial stability or any part of its territory. Here, if the President of India feels that a situation has arisen in the country due to which the financial stability of India, the credibility of India or the financial stability of any part of the territory is threatened, then he shall declare financial emergency on the advice of the cabinet. Question number 7. Who can proclaim the national emergency in India? Correct answer is option number B, that is President. Here, a state of emergency in India refers to a period of governance that can be proclaimed by the President of India during certain crisis situations. Under the advice of the Cabinet of Ministers, the President can overrule many provisions of the Constitution which guarantees fundamental rights to the citizens of India. Question number 8. Under which conditions the president can declare national emergency in the country? Correct answer is option number C, that is both option A and option B are correct. That is, when the security of India or a part of it is threatened by war or external aggression or armed rebellion, and during the occurrence of the war or armed rebellion or external aggression. Here, under Article 352, the President can declare a national emergency when the security of India or a part of it is threatened by war or external aggression or armed rebellion. And the President can declare national emergency even before the actual occurrence of war or armed rebellion or external aggression. When a national emergency is declared on the grounds of war or external aggression, it is known as external emergency. And on the other hand, when it is declared on the ground of armed rebellion, it is known as internal emergency. Question number 9. The term armed rebellion is inserted under which amendment? And here the correct answer is option number C, that is 44th Amendment. Here, the term armed rebellion is inserted from the 44th Amendment. Before this term, it was known as internal disturbance. Question number 10. Under which amendment removed the 38th Amendment Act of 1975 made a declaration of national emergency immune to judicial review? Correct answer is option number A, that is 44th Amendment. Here, the 30th Amendment Act of 1975 made the declaration of the national emergency immune to judicial review, but this provision was subsequently deleted by the 44th Amendment Act of 1978. Question number 11. Which of the following is correct, which refers to national emergency on parliamentary approval and duration? And here the correct answer is option number C, that is both option A and option B are correct. That is, it must be approved by both the House of the Parliament within 1 month from the date of its issue. And every resolution approving the proclamation of emergency or its constituents must be passed by either House of Parliament by special majority. And here, the proclamation of emergency must be approved by both the Houses of Parliament within 1 month from the date of its issue. However, if the proclamation of emergency is issued at a time when the Lok Sabha has been dissolved or the dissolution takes place during the period of 1 month without approving the proclamation, then the proclamation survives until 30 days from the first sitting of Lok Sabha after its reconstitution, provided the Rajya Sabha has in the meantime approved it. And if approved by both the House, the emergency continues for 6 months and can be extended to an indefinite period within approval of the Parliament for every 6 months. Question number 12. Who can revocation the proclamation of national emergency in the country? And here the correct answer is, again, option number A, that is President. Here, a proclamation of emergency may be revoked by the President at any time by a subsequent proclamation. Such proclamation does not require parliamentary approval. And the emergency must be revoked if the Lok Sabha passes a resolution by a simple majority disapproving its continuation. And question number 13. What will be the effects on the center-state relations while a proclamation of emergency is in force in the country? And here the correct answer is option number A, that is all of the above. That means center becomes entitled to give executive directions to a state or any matter, and the Parliament becomes empowered to make laws on any subject mentioned in the state list, and the President can modify the constitutional distribution of the revenues between the center and the states. Here, while a proclamation of emergency is in force, the normal fabric of the center-state relations undergoes and basic change. And this can be studied under three heads. One is executive, that is, center becomes entitled to give executive directions to a state on any matter. And the second one is legislative, the parliament becomes empowered to make laws on any subject mentioned in the state list. The president can issue ordinance on the state subject also. And if the parliament is not in session, the laws made on the state subject by the parliament become inoperative 6 months after the emergency has caused to be in operation. And the financial, the president can modify the constitutional distribution of the revenues between the center and the states. And question number 14. While proclamation of national emergency is in operation in the country, what will be the effect on the life of the Lok Sabha and the State Assembly? And here the correct answer is, again, option number C, that is, both option A and option B are correct. That is, the life of the Lok Sabha may be extended beyond the normal term for 1 year at a time, but not continue beyond the 6 months. And the second one is, the Parliament may extend the normal tenure of a state legislative assembly by 1 year each time during a national emergency. Here in explanation, while a proclamation of national emergency is in operation, the life of the Lok Sabha may be extended beyond the normal term for 1 year at a time. However, this extension cannot continue beyond a period of 6 months after the emergency has ceased to operate. And similarly, the Parliament may extend the normal tenure of the State Legislative Assembly by 1 year each time during a national emergency, subject to a maximum period of 6 months after the emergency has ceased to operate. Question number 15. What will be the effect on the fundamental rights during the proclamation of national emergency? And here the correct answer is option number D, that is all of the above. That means, if emergency is met, the 6 fundamental rights under Article 19 are automatically suspended. The second one is, the suspension could be for the period during the operation of emergency or for a short period. And the 44th Amendment Act laid out that Article 19 can only be suspended when the national emergency is proclaimed. Here, Article 358 and 359 describes the effect of the national emergency on the fundamental rights. According to Article 358, when a proclamation of national emergency is made, the 6 fundamental rights under Article 19 are automatically suspended, and Article 19 is automatically revived after the expiry of the emergency. And under Article 359, the President is authorized to suspend, by order, the right to move any court for the enforcement of the fundamental rights during a national emergency. Thus, remedial measures are suspended and not the fundamental rights. And question number 16. Under which article the President's rule can be proclaimed in the country? And here the correct answer is option number B, Article 356. Here, the President's rule can be proclaimed under Article 356 on 2 grounds. One is, Article 356 empowers the President to issue a proclamation if he is satisfied that a situation has arisen in which the government of the state cannot be carried on in accordance with the provision of the Constitution. And the second one is, Article 365 says that whenever a state fails to comply with or to give effect to any direction from the center, it will be lawful for the President to hold that a situation has arisen in which the government of the state cannot be carried on in accordance with the provision of the Constitution. Question number 17 is, which of the following statements is correct about the consequences of the President rule while President rule is in operation? And here the correct answer is option number D, that is all of the above. That means he can take up the function of the state government and powers vested in the governor or any other executive authority in the state. And he can declare that the powers of the state legislature are to be exercised by the parliament. And he can take all other necessary steps, including the suspension of the constitutional provision relating to any body or authority in the state. And question number 18. While financial emergency is declared in the country, what will be the effect of the financial matters? And the correct answer is option number D, that is all of the above. That means reduction of salaries and allowance of all or any class of persons serving the state, and reservation of all money bills or the other financial bills for the consideration of the president after they are passed by the legislature of the state, an extension of the executive authority of the union over the financial matters of the states. So thank you for watching the videos, and if you like the videos and get something from this video, please don't forget to subscribe our channel and press the notification icon to get the latest update on this channel. So see you in the next video.